escaping with ET.
G'day and welcome to the show. Well, this week finds me at the top of Australia. I'm with a team from CY Charters and a group of mates, and we're camping at the mouth of the Doughboy River here on Cape York.
Check out the action that's coming up. We tangle with Barra along the mangrove banks.
Yes, the boy's on fire.
And that's not all we find there.
Had to be a jack, that one.
Out in the blue, we give some Euro visitors their first taste of tropical fishing, and they discover how seriously exciting it can get.
Oh my God.
There's more Queensland reef excitement.
Bit of a lottery, isn't it?
I go for bass from a kayak, and Chef Paul Breheny barbecues kingfish spiced with sumac.
Today, our target species is the mighty barramundi. But first, have a look at the campsite.
We're well set up for tropical camping comfort out here in this pristine wilderness. The CY Charter crew have all the right equipment and they've got the whole routine down to a fine art. So all we have to do is wake up each morning and check out the day's fishing possibilities. And the Doughboy estuary has plenty. Even this early in the morning, it's hot and sticky enough up here to make wearing a waistband life jacket more comfortable than a full jacket. And with so much baitfish activity down among the mangrove roots, it's a classic day for targeting the snags. And the first strike's a bullseye. Barra.
Get him in, Mickey! Yes! The boy's on fire.
There we go.
Target
Hoodoo out.
species.
Get my hoodoo out.
Woohoo! Well done, Mick.
All right, it's under a bit of pressure.
Oh, look, what about that? I've just pinged it off. Oh! So I was snagged on the branch. Barra came in and took it on the branch.
How cool is that? He's one off the mark.
Yep, a few in there. Oh, that looks good, eh? There we go.
Oh, yeah. Good stuff. We're going up in size.
Woo! Well done, thanks.
Release.
That's good fun. Right in here, you can see that big snag and loads of hidey holes for baitfish, but also plenty of spots for the predators. And every cast on that side, if you don't get snagged, like Mick just did, if you don't get snagged, you're going to catch a fish.
It's got like a lemon, it's got like a long tail.
Lemon shark. Yep, have a go at this right beside our boat. The wildlife up here is just insane. It's a remote part of Australia, so you can sort of always expect the unexpected, but it still gives you a bit of a surprise. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, perfect. Beautiful. Well done, Mick. It's a grunter.
Geez, that pulled hard. Drift under that snag.
Yeah. Where's your phone, Paul? Oh, perfect. Exactly the same spot and exactly the same result. And he's only a little bloke. I'll get him back in pretty quick. Yeah. There we go. We came here for a fish on the top of the tide and there was a good metre plus of water over all of this. But underneath you could see a channel working its way out. There's a drain to the right and there's a bigger drain to the left. And that's what it is when you go fishing. It's not just go and fish wherever you want, just plonk your anchor down and have a throw. You've actually got to think about where the fish are going to be, where the bait fish are going to be preyed on by the barramundi.
And there's more than Barra on the attack among those mangroves.
Had to be a jack, that one. He just hit like a train. Come on, buddy, let's have a look at you. Yeah, beautiful jack. All right.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
They're a beautiful fish, aren't they? So we're poking along here at the moment, just casting at every snag and log and where they're structured, generally there'll be bait. See you, buddy? That big googly eye.
And the action gets heavier and faster when we come back for our last big Cape York session with CY Charters, coming up soon.
Escaping with the
Another day, another part of Australia. I'm enjoying the run in my Mazda BT50 along familiar home state roads with my Hobie kayak packed on top for the kind of laid-back fishing escape this combo makes so easy.
Well, this afternoon brings us to one of the creeks close to the road up near Nambucca. And we're just cruising along, seeing if we can catch some Aussie bass. It's been very wet up here the last few weeks, so the water's very, very brown. But we're going to give it a go anyway, and hopefully we'll be able to snare one of those real big bass. They grow up to 50 centimetres in here, or just a bit beyond. Anyway, the current's roaring. We'll see how we go. The Hobie's just built for these sort of creeks. Fantastic. Just scoot in and out, in and around all these branches, and just meander your way up. Nice and simple fishing. That's how I like it. Oh yeah, little bass. Got him on the cheek. There we go. Okay, there he is. Beautiful fish, aren't they? Just support them under the belly. They've got quite a large array of spines on the gill rakers, and very sharp right across the whole top of the head. And away he goes.
And it's not just bass that are hungry for a bite around here.
How funny is that? Frilled neck lizard trying to eat my popper. He's coming all the way. Look at him go. Yeah. Another nice little fish. Well, it's tough going at the moment. Maybe the fresh water that came down through here, it basically rained here for a few weeks, has just washed all the fish further down, and maybe we should be a few kilometres downstream. And we'll keep on persisting. Maybe there could be a couple further up.
A beautiful spot all to yourself and the right equipment to make the most of it. That's my perfect escape.
This is a nice bass. We'll slide him back in. And I was using a little Shimano outfit, 10-pound trace and 10-pound Karaki braid and an X-Pride rod, 2 to 5 kilo, and matched up with this little 2500 Altegra. All right, we'll get this guy back in.
The perfect escape is always easy when you're perfectly equipped. That's why I've relied on Shimano for so many years now. On this trip north along the coast from my Sydney home, I still had all the comforts of home in this spacious oceanfront house at Scott's Head. For all your accommodation in this area, see Howard and Wendy at Scott's Head Real Estate. They're great Sharks fans, so be sure to tell them ET sent you. Good fishing, good food. With the help of your local greengrocer, Creo Crush Seasonings, Sandhurst Fine Foods, Noosa Seafood Market, and the Barbecue and Fireplace Centre on the Sunshine Coast. Chef Paul Breheny and I are preparing to show you another great seafood dish.
Well, Paul, we love our seafood, and kingfish is one of the species I really like to catch. Long, lean, super powerful, tough fighters, and you can catch them in the estuary and out in the ocean as well.
Yeah, mate, fantastic fighting fish. But there's nothing better than actually barbecuing the kingfish, Andrew. Absolutely superb. What I'm going to do today is cook the kingfish skin side down. And the other thing I'm going to do is spice this with some sumac.
And we've got a great variety of fruit and vegetables and herbs from your local greengrocer, so lots of fresh produce.
And well, what I'm doing today with the produce, we've got some nice spiced pumpkin here that I roasted off a little bit earlier, some nice green beans that I've actually blanched off, and then I've just refreshed them in ice water. Basically what that does is keeps the colour. Also, what I've done as well, I've got some fantastic things from Sandhurst. We've got some lentils, I've got some char-grilled eggplant, and I've also got some semi-dried tomatoes there that we're going to toss through this salad.
Beautiful. Well, where do you get started?
Basically what we need to do is put some of this beautiful olive oil on there, then sea salt on here, and then also we've got some nice sumac. We're going to pop this on the white side, not on the skin side. and then straight to the barbecue. Obviously the skin side down first. It's got to be on a moderate heat. So what I've done is preheated our beautiful beef eater grill. You gently cook the fish. Okay, so while that's cooking, mate, we'll get on with the salad. I've got some eggplant. I'm just going to chop this up a little bit. Just pop this in the bowl. Then we've got some semi-dried tomatoes, Andrew. Some lentils, okay?
And they're another Sandhurst product as well?
Yeah, they're fantastic. Really, really good. These are fresh butternut pumpkin, one of my favourites, butternut pumpkin. We've also got some beans here. Also, what's going in here, Andrew, it's the Italian balsamic glaze. But you just got to try a little bit. It is sensational. How good's that? How good is it?
Yum.
It really is.
That is
beautiful.
delicious. That'll be going on my next salad.
Fish is looking good. Okay, now to put the salad together, I've just put some of this lovely glaze through there just to sweeten that up.
Well, it's all about presentation too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all about just building it, making it look pretty. Now that's pretty much all I need to put on the plate, really, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that looks great.
Really, really good. Okay, so now I'm just going to remove the skin. I'm going to serve that just on the plate like so. And again,
Gosh, that looks good. Beautiful.
it really is nice and juicy. And just to finish it off, we've got some beautiful natural yogurt here, absolutely no sugars. Then we're just going to put a little bit of sumac.
Well done.
No?
Oh, wow. That looks fantastic.
Maybe you should eat it. Yum.
Oh, perfect.
Mate, how good does that look?
Escaping with the team.
Camping out on Cape York with CY Charters doesn't mean roughing it. The resort staff on camp with us includes professional European chefs. So each night is a 5-star feast based on what we've caught through the day. With the aromas of your day's catch wafting through the tent and a cool drink in your hand, what more could you ask for? Along with Great Barrier Reef helicopters, inter-island transfers, it's one of the touches that make any fishing trip to Albany Island with the CY Charter boys a rare and memorable experience. And now on our last day of this Albany Island adventure, we're about to repay the compliment. Those European staff have never caught a big fish, but that's about to change big time.
It's all happening. We've got guys up on the roof, couple down the back, bait balls all around us, so hopefully one of these guys are going to hook up in a second. And the two newcomers, one from England and the other from France, never caught these sort of fish before. Wind, stop, so the bend stays in the right wind. That's it. Quick, up around. Might want to tighten the drag. That's good. Nice fish. Well done. Give him to Paul. Bring it around. Yeah, well done.
Okay, mate.
Yes, sir.
Yeah! Sashimi.
There we go. Got him to the surface. Just get him. We keeping that? Keeping that one. Yeah, right.
And then you just try and pull him back in with the rod and then wind down. Probably put a little bit more drag on that. When he's doing that, there's not much you can do.
We've got a couple of the staff members at Albany Island here for CY Charters, and the boys haven't done a lot of fishing, but they're learning on some pretty cool fish.
I pull back, and he stops with lift up and wind down. So you try and wind down under pressure, lift up, and wind down quick. Right, lift up again, and wind down. Lift up. So yeah. Keep winding, wind. Keep winding. Keep the rod down.
When he does that next lap, try and bring him up so, yeah. Good work.
There it is. Just re-spool that line.
He just says to hold it up for a photo.
Good girl. She's on.
Well, it's been mayhem here. Everybody's been hooked up. Just look at it right here. They're just smashing up right beside the boat. It's almost impossible to miss out. Huge sharks also in the bait balls, just all munching away. It really is a pretty savage old world out here. This is when you test your knots. Make sure that you can, your tines pretty solid knots. Nice fish. Get in here. Let's change his direction. Who's that, Mickey? Good work. Come on, buddy. Cheers, thanks. All right. Good on you, Mickey. He's a nice one. Look at that. There you go. Thanks, Paul.
Whoa. More loot on it.
Beautiful. There he goes. And there's Mick's on the left. It's a nice fish, Mick.
You want to grab that for me, buddy? More loot on it.
Beautiful.
Oh, look at that.
Alan, did he catch one?
Oh.
Alan's caught two?
And when they've had their fill of pelagics, we drop down deep onto the reef for some more colourful Euro eye-popping action.
Yeah, baby.
Grab the net, please.
Oh, yes.
All right, beautiful. Beautiful nanny guy.
Paulie's on too. Double hook up. Your turn, Andrew, you're next.
Yep.
Coming down a boat.
Grassy.
Not yet.
It's in the shark now. Keeping you alert. Keeping you on your toes. Oh, big... Oh! Oh, get him up! Oh! Oh, my God.
And when a day with that kind of excitement ends with a perfect tropical sunset, there's no better way to say farewell to Albany Island.
The kill lure flats rat lure is ideal for casting and trolling, making it a great all-rounder. The kill lure flats rat is ideal for casting and trolling, making it a versatile lure. Designed to be an all-rounder that'll work brilliantly in salt or fresh water on a host of different species. The kill lure flats rat works Australia-wide and will prove deadly in your local system.
There's no better rig to get you to the huge range of reef fishing grounds in Queensland than my Mazda BT50 ute and Quintrex Yellowfin 6700 offshore boat. On this trip, we've travelled to the Capricorn coast, where Keppel Bay Marina is ideally located and equipped to be your base for fishing the wealth of islands and reefs that make this such a perfect spot to test your tackle.
Graham's gone with the gang hooks, which is perfect for this sort of fishing. And I've just sort of snelled a couple together here. Only has to get to the bottom and the fish are basically straight on. So we're using pillies. There's two hooks there. Nice big 9.0 Gamakatsus, ball sinker, and about 3 metres is 60 pound. And I'll just swing her straight out here. As soon as it hits the bottom, basically you're on. So the idea, just drop it all the way down to the bottom over this reef. We've been able to sound out on the Garmins, and as soon as it hits, basically you're on. So you've got to click her over and be very careful. It's going to go off in a second. And there's anything from coral trout, red-throat emperor, grassy, sweet lip. There we go.
Good looking fish.
He's coming pretty straight at me. What's he going to be?
What do you got?
Nice red throat.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful
Yeah.
red throat.
Yeah, not too bad.
Hey, that's the guy.
Good stuff. Well, it's good country down there. Absolutely.
I think mine's still prettier than yours.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Only a little one.
So powerful, you can just get that drag setting right up. Oh, you on fire, Graham?
Oh, look at this.
Oh, yeah, that's what we're after.
That's the other type of trout up here, the bar cheek trout.
Yeah, I haven't caught any trout, but you never know, this could be a trout right here.
My goodness, they're getting bigger. You've got him in the tail.
What do you mean?
You've got him in the tail.
I have got him in the tail, but look at the mess.
Oh, wow.
Bit of a
Sorry,
tangle, that's a
bit of a
beautiful
tangle.
trout. Look at
Unbelievable.
that. Oh, that's fantastic. He is an absolute ripper. Beautiful, look at that. What a great trout. A fish that had just came out of its mouth. Pretty crazy as well, but that's the sort of stuff. These guys are the real predators on the reefs, and especially around the bommies. And he absolutely smashed me.
And that's the end of this week's escape. See you somewhere on the water again next week.